Greetings and welcome to Faction Masters Season 7, Game 14. This game will feature the Swamp Orcs, played by Orange Lazarus, against the Fallen Kingdom, played by DeadRef. And DeadRef is with me for the commentary. Welcome back again. It's good to have you.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's good to be back.
Now for this matchup...
This was a fun one.
Oh, well, I was just about to say my hypothesis is that this one perhaps favors the Fallen Kingdom for a couple of reasons. Maybe you can tell me if you share that opinion, or what do you think about that?
You know, that's a good question. Actually, I don't have enough experience with this matchup, honestly, to say for sure. But in my mind, I played several games against some pretty good Swamp Orcs players in the past, and I actually thought I struggled in this matchup. Historically, but yeah, it could be that maybe there's some reasons why they're favored, but for me, I'm pretty worried about how quickly Muglug can kind of heal back to full and kind of get out of assassination range with those, get her life back out of assassination range with those regenerates. But yeah, so I thought about this one a lot, and yeah, I was actually pretty worried about this matchup. That's funny.
You thought that you might have to grind it out rather than get the assassination kill.
Mm-hmm. I
Yeah.
did. Yeah, I was
One
worried
thing
about the
that
swamp.
yeah. One thing that I thought of is Rhett Talus, I think more than any other summoner, is a stand in the back and watch kind of a summoner. His events don't require him to be in proximity of the affected units, unlike so many other summoners where they have to be within 2 spaces, 3 spaces, or something along those lines. So he's
That's a good point.
Also
Yeah.
with the weakest attack of any summoner, I would say. Usually are not using him to shoot for damage. So just some of my thoughts. Let's get it started then. We'll see how it goes. I just wanted to show you here. I don't know if you got a chance to look at Orange Lazarus's hand. Starting off with some extra gates. Not that the Swamp Orcs are always in need of gates.
Yeah,
got plenty, but
that worries me too. Yeah, and I didn't know it at the time, but seeing it after the fact, it kind of uh, made me think. Depending on how I think Orange Lazarus had played, it could have gone a lot of different directions. But yeah, I think we can kind of see how it goes.
okay. So starting with the Bog Shaman, setting up the swamp. Doing a few pings here.
Yeah, right there I already got a little worried. Seeing him kind of hold back, not a lot of times I'm used to Muglug charging up and dropping a gate and kind of playing peekaboo from behind that gate. And so I kind of realized I think he's going to try to play on his side of the map for a while. And so the first thing I usually try to do is push up through and see if I can, line up a path. But you can see that didn't go too well on this turn.
Yeah, and you can tell a good Swamp Orc player, they will use that Vine Mancer to pull units in front of Muglug or pull Muglug back behind units to keep her protected. You've got double Purge in hand now, but something could happen here with these archers. You could break through, or you could whiff. That's also something that could happen.
I juiced up that archer and didn't get to use it on Mug. That was where I felt like, oh no, I'm kind of in trouble economically now. So at least a little bit for this early in the game.
Yeah, kind of wasted that Hellfire weapon.
Yeah, you never want to see that happen.
But here come the zombies. At least here comes a zombie. Now I noticed we had some hand dumps here. I'm gonna pause it for
Yeah,
just a minute here to
I think that's probably a good one to
look.
talk about a little
Yeah,
bit. So I definitely have some hand clog happening with the double purge.
yeah,
Purge is a never discard for me. So you just have to grind it out and try to figure something out.
yeah,
But at the same time, I really didn't have much to grind it out with at this point.
yeah.
And so, yeah, I actually elected to just toss a unit out with the
Hmm.
raise the dead and get some discard and actually take inactivity damage. So I was like, yeah, trying to regroup at this point. I thought things were not going well. So
Yeah,
you can see
threw
I
out
have
a gate, threw out a
10 in the
fire.
discard, and
Yeah,
he's got 2. Yeah.
yeah. Now that you do have Goldass available, but without a lot of support units, that 9 health might not last so long. Let's hit play and see what happens here on turn 7. So using Emerge to pull Blub. Just charge him on up. Blocking all your gates.
Yep. It continues to go well, as
Punching
you can
a
see.
punching a hapless zombie into the mud. But it can be a little awkward for Swamp Orcs to push forward just because their whole entourage is kind of slow in moving up.
It's
But
true.
we got to start here going with Goldass. And taking out a Bog Shaman with a boost on it is pretty good. Let's see if Goldass can survive. Imagine the Vine Witch, or the Vine Mancer is going to pull the Witch over to there. Big hit.
Yeah.
For 5 for the first
Oof.
one. Drudger not needed. Now your hand is really awkward. So only 1 unit. Blood summon that you can't really well use. Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, I
Here.
thought have to get rid of at least one of the purges at this
Yeah.
point, or I'm just never going to get to use it. At least I got to do something there. And then I'm thinking, okay, maybe I can take out at least Blub.
Now with any luck, there you go. 5 out of 6 expected value. Muglug is really moving far forward. I rarely see a Swamp Orc player do this, so Orange Lazarus has got some confidence for sure.
Yeah, it had me worried that he did that. I thought, okay, he's got some things that he thinks are going to protect him, and so you saw he tossed out the regenerate there, and I'm starting to get worried about him dropping a gate on my side of the board. I thought if I have any chance to win, it's definitely going to be on my side of the board, but it's really not looking good at this point. Need something to kind of turn around a little bit. So I'm just trying to kind of buy some time here. Thankfully, that 2 out of 2 hit.
Yeah, sometimes it seems like 2 out of 2 is the hardest to get it to go.
It is. It's so bad when it doesn't, and it's awesome when it does.
Okay, we got another emerge. Is it going to be Blub again? Yep, it's Blub again. Back for more. 7 life can last a while.
It's huge, yeah, for Fallen Kingdom, especially this stage in the game. You're really trying to save up your big damage spike for the summoner.
And a really interesting combo there, I'll just pause to draw attention to it. Use the Witch Augment ability to kill that carrier, this Finemancer to pull Blub over, and then he was able to continue on with this 5 attack. Now there's not a lot of boost. There's not any boost left for Muglug though, so that warrior will live as a result.
It's true. Yeah, I'm pretty happy that happened. It let me, kind of build units +1 on the board on this turn.
Sometimes this zombie horde can just get really annoying to deal with. 3 life is It's not a huge amount, but it's substantial that you need a decent sized attack to kill it, and then sometimes the zombies just keep multiplying. We see Muglug has to withdraw here a little.
Yeah, I'm thinking he got down to 7 life there. That's probably enough to push him back. And I wasn't happy to see that Drudger come out because those things can
Oh,
be hard
3 out of
hard to
3, 3 out of
clear.
3. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But Brett Talus gets to heal up a little.
Yep, and I drew quite the combo for that hand.
The Blood
Or
Summon
this
and the
turn.
Purge and the Warrior. Yep.
If there's any way to make anything happen, it can be with that. So
So big weakness of Drudgers in this matchup is you just die to the Cultist Immolate there. Yeah.
yeah, and then I don't know. You can't really tell from the replay, but I purged that first archer against Muglug to get rid of the Drudger.
Yeah. Here it is. This is your chance. Oh, looking good now. Comboed him down. I'm guessing you got it. Yeah, 7 out of 7. Really send a message. Wow.
Yeah.
A sudden change of fortune here. This is a pretty long log here for a single turn.
I thought about that one for a solid 7 or 8 minutes for
Yeah.
sure, at least. I had to plan it out just so, like use Blood Summon for some of the units, but not the others, and raise first, and yeah,
Yeah.
it was cool.
Yeah, awesome. So, just quick recap here. I'll go step through. Or maybe I can. Alright, so the Archer came up with Raise the Dead. The Cultist was summoned normally. Got the Blood Summon. Archer summoned from that carrier. I think we're going to do some movement. Oh, Warrior summoned just normally. Carrier moves up. Cultist moves up. Purge is played. I think every time I click forward, that's like any input that you may have had. So sometimes when I click it, nothing shows because you're kind of dismissing, don't do this, but do this instead. So the Archer shifts
true.
in.
And the order really mattered there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was when the Cultist, I'm guessing that was the Immolate that took the Drudger.
That was actually when I purged the Archer
when you
onto
purged
Mug.
it. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
it just
right,
doesn't show the Archer dying yet.
Right, I see. Yeah, the units stay on there until all the purges are done.
Yeah. Unless you double tap them.
Yeah.
And I was originally trying to work out some kind of double tap, and I think I landed on no. I think just hit with 3 bows and 7 swords.
Yeah, that's most of the time that's going to get the job done. It's an expected value of well, it
was like 80%.
30, yeah, 35 plus 12. That's 47 divided by 6. That's almost 8. Unless I did the math wrong. I feel like I did the math wrong. 35,
That's pretty impressive
35,
math.
35. Well, I don't work out the probabilities, but I think about every sword is 5/6 of a hit, and every bow is 4/6 of a hit. So I count this as 12/6. This is 35/6. That sums to 47. So it's 47/6, which is a little bit less than 8. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So you figure the expected value is 8. And
okay.
And then the probability. Obviously, the probability is not 100% that you'll get 8, but yeah, you got all hits just in case. You could have taken them down from 10, but yeah, after seeing 3 out of 3 bows, you're like, all right, the rest is easy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, really well done. Congratulations. Any
Thanks.
any final thoughts on the match?
I think it's just a good reminder for any other Fallen Kingdom players out there
Yeah.
or opponents of Fallen Kingdom.
Yeah.
Like don't give up until the end because I mean this game I was clearly losing the whole way and I was essentially just trying to get a little bit of ping damage and plan some kind of like almost trap,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
thankfully I managed to piece it together right at the end before it was really too late. So
This
yeah, it
this
was cool.
this could be a good puzzle. Get this board, this hand. It's like how many dice can you get against Muglug? Figure out how to do
That
it.
is a good one. It's funny. At the end of this game, I actually did send a screenshot to a couple people and
Oh
say, "Hey,
yeah.
solve this." It's a good one. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming on. We appreciate having you, and we look forward to seeing you in the next round.
Cool. Thank you. Yeah, looking forward to it.
And thanks to all of our viewers. We will catch you next time for more Faction Masters.